Well, it comes down to this, the bottom of the ninth inning. Derek Jeter has always been about the moment.
Derek Jeter!
The big moment.
The most unbelievable plays you will ever see.
He owns the moment.
Mr. November!
You couldn't write scripts on Broadway any better than what happens in baseball games over the course of seasons. Somehow these things just come to play.
And that brings up Jeter. Does he have one more moment in him?
For the Yankees, number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2.
So 20 years as a Yankee, 5 world titles, and tonight, the final home game, weather permitting, Annika.
The key words of the morning, right? Weather permitting. I mean, I don't think New York has ever so closely watched the weather as they are today.
They're going to do a great job trying to protect the field, but the rain will still be going on.
You know, I'm a Bronx girl, so I'm hoping that, you know what, Jeter will come out here and play, you know, but there's only so much luck you can throw out
Here's
here.
the timestamp going up through 7 o'clock. Still has rain on top of us. We still have some showers in the area.
Showers and drizzle, fog around, temperatures only in the 50s. Again, unlikely they started on time if they started at all.
Joe, do you think you're going to be able to get this one in tonight?
I've not heard from anyone from Major League Baseball, but I really believe they'll do everything they can to get it in. It's unfortunate the weather is what it is, but that's not something we can control.
Well, let's take a look right over here. You can see it's pretty gloomy. The skies are gray, but hey, you never know, right?
Yeah, Mike is saying he thinks maybe we can get the game in.
This is going to air tonight before the rain.
There's nowhere to go, man. They go to Toronto. Yankees go to Boston. You got to play tonight, right? I mean, what do you do?
They're going to make every effort, whether it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Well, we've been monitoring the weather all night at Yankee Stadium, although no batting practice was taken. So far, so good. The weather has not dampened the enthusiasm for Derek Jeter's home farewell.
95% tonight is what they said, so hopefully they're playing.
Baltimore's got to play, huh?
They don't really have to.
They're going for home field.
Home field. If they have to come back on Monday, they do it.
No, they ain't come back on Monday, but.
Welcome, the big discussion yesterday and today. Oh, would the rain hold off? Well, actually, right now, it's a beautiful evening in New York. It's cleared up.
And at 6:45, there was a rainbow over Yankee Stadium. We had some blue skies. And for a career where there was not that much rain that fell on him, Derek Jeter gets a nice night for his send-off here in the Bronx.
And tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, it's our showcase game in the Bronx. Derek Jeter's final home game. And yeah, they opened the gates even a little early.
This has actually transcended baseball and sports, this story, John. You're hearing about it on the news. You're hearing about it on talk shows in the morning, not designed for just sports fans.
Just watching Derek going through everything he does pregame, he seems to be taking it in, looking around the ballpark, taking deep, heavy breaths.
It's difficult. I mean, you know, I've been doing this for parts of 20 years here in New York. It's more than half my life, so it's a long time to be doing something that you love to do, and then when you get towards the end, it can get emotional. But in order for me to play, I got to try to block it out.
And if they do play and Derek Jeter's part of the game, I wouldn't be surprised if he did something special. Obviously, he's not the player that we know him as, but he seems to rise to the occasion.
Just a beautiful night, a little bit of a chill in the air, almost an autumnal feel. Usually Derek Jeter's playing games in October on nights like this. Tonight, he plays his final game here in New York City. Field's in great shape, the weather is held up, and Vinny is almost ready to start the roll call.
And finally, we're underway.
He lost one to deep right. Forget about it. This is the way the game starts with the Orioles, who lead the majors in home runs.
jumping in front 1-0.
Kenny, that was an awkward roll call for Derek. Nick Markakis hits one out as they were chanting Derek Jeter's name, and he had a wave to the crowd as Markakis was crossing in front of him.
Oriole bats are so hot right now. 1-2 delivery on the way, and that one's up in the air to right field. That one's hit pretty good, and goodbye, home run! And the Orioles have back-to-back home runs on the first two hitters in the ball game. You talk about quieting a crowd that was vocal with the Jeter chant. The first home run by Markakis put them back in their seats. The second home run by De Aza shut them up.
There is a feeling here, even though we can point out that the game still could have some meaning for the Orioles. There's a feeling that everything, including the homers by Markakis and De Aza, are really secondary to Derek Jeter.
Brett Gardner will be leading it off. Gardner, the center fielder, couple of hits, 7 at-bats, and 1 home run against Gausman.
Pitch outside, 1-0. So Derek Jeter having some words with fans, and he's not too wired tightly like other players, and he can interact and still concentrate on the game.
It's almost as if the moment isn't too big. You know, he can relax. Over the years, they've related to Derek Jeter. I mean, he has fans from 8 to 80, if you will.
This will be the only game he ever plays at Yankee Stadium after his team had been mathematically eliminated.
Now, just to warn you, whatever Gardner does, layout, because it's also going to be the last time you hear Bob Shepard introduce Derek Jeter, so we want you to be a part of that as well.
Hit toward the hole, and it's through for a base hit.
So Gardner starts it out with a single for the Yankees.
And that'll bring up Derek Jeter.
Now batting for the Yankees, number 2, Derek Jeter.
And the crowd serenaded him.
I never saw anyone who was able to rise to the moment like Jeter. You know how tough this is today, how emotional.
Kenny, with all the lights going off, it's like Christmas in September.
Either that or Times Square, one or the other, Michael.
Gardner's on first. Yankees down 2-0. Jeter's first at bat of the night. Most of the crowd on its feet.
And Gardner dives back at first. And the fans boo that, not because it doesn't make baseball sense, but simply because anything that takes their attention away from Derek Jeter tonight is something they resent.
There goes the runner. Ball put over the end of left field. Has he done it? Is it magic? No, right off the top of the wall.
Here comes Gardner around third. It's a 2-1 game.
Derek Jeter with a double. That young man has a flair for the dramatic.
How do you like that? From day one, he has seized the moment. He always seizes the moment.
Oh, that's what the fans came to see.
Other players in big moments, the game speeds up. In big moments, under the microscope, for Derek Jeter, the game slows down.
The ball skips away. Jeter sprints to third and makes it. So Jeter at third with nobody out after a wild pitch.
The 2-1 pitch. Hit sharply to short right field. Bubble by Johnson. Jeter scores. McCann reaches. The game is tied at 2.
For the fans who came here, already it's worth it. Already. And there's a whole game to be played.
So Derek Jeter rises to the occasion, doubles, almost hit a home run his first at bat, came around to score. The Yankees' second run is a 2-2 game here at Yankee Stadium. Derek Jeter's final game in pinstripes.
1-2 deliveries hit against the shift.
Here he is.
Jeter running through, and that's going to be an error. Derek Jeter tried to make one of those patented jump throws and pulled Teixeira off the bag.
Well, he's more nervous tonight. I've seen him in postseason play.
I mean, this is pressure for him.
Yeah, and there's a little tension there tonight.
One on, one out. Here's the right-hand hitting center fielder, Adam Jones. And Jones hits a chopper toward the middle. Grabbed by Jeter. Flip to second one. On to first.
And they can't quite turn it, but a nice play by Jeter.
Yankees are challenging this. They think that they got Jones.
Looks like the captain feels very confident that he'll be walking towards the dugout.
And they say he's out. It's a double play.
Divine providence. He got a quick reprieve.
And that ends the inning. No runs, one hit, and no one left. And now at the end of 2.5 innings of play, we're all tied at 2.
Three more innings for Derek Jeter as he gets ready at shortstop. Nelson Cruz leads off the 7th with the game tied at 2. It is dramatic right now as you wonder what's going to happen in that final at bat. Maybe 2 at bats. We don't know if it goes extra innings. I'm sure fans are hoping for that because it gives them more Jeter at home. He's leaving a fan base that is almost unanimous in its love for him because all he's done is bring them joy.
Rain does not fall on Derek Jeter. He needs no umbrella. But he moves through life sort of on a path of his own.
He does, man. He's had a good life. There's no doubt about it.
There's never been a day that Yankee fans have regretted rooting for Derek Jeter. I think that's what they're going to miss.
So Derek Jeter is on deck. The bases are loaded. One man out in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Orioles have made a pitching change to bring in a righty to face Jeter. The cameras are poised to record what might be his final at bat here in the Bronx.
Well, here you go. This is what they've waited for. 48,613, largest crowd of the season for the Yankees. Their 16th sellout.
Swung on, grounded weakly wide at third. Hardy goes to second, pulls it wildly into right field. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and on to third goes Gardner.
Well, Jeter will get a run batted in on this.
It's not classic. The setup was classic.
And what might be his final at bat here in the Bronx. We'll see how this game plays out. But the Yankees do have a 4-2 lead.
Like, I don't know what you do. You take him off the field, you let him go on the field by himself. You take him out, you stay in. What do you do? Anything?
I think he stays in. He's such, he's that guy that probably wants to just finish it out.
Fans chanting, "Thank you, Jeter."
So what do you think? 2 out tonight?
That would make sense, theatrically.
And you just sense that 48,613 people are waiting to give him a collective hug. If the Yankees have something special planned, and we don't know if they do or don't, to take Derek Jeter out, there's 2 things that can't happen. Jones getting on, the game still being on the line, or a double play.
And way back in left field, and goodbye, home run. Into the second deck, and the Orioles are within 1.
And here's a
another guy who could tie this one up with one swing.
It would be appropriate, and he's going to make it out here, that he hit it to Jeter. Instead, he drives one to deep left field. Back goes Young.
Goodbye, home run! The Orioles have tied it!
Wow.
Talk about disrupting the script.
And the only silver lining in the Bronx is that Jeter will bat in the bottom half of the inning.
Well, Derek's career is not over yet. There will be a bottom of the ninth inning.
Go to the bottom of the ninth inning, and we're tied up at 5-5, and the Yankees will have 9-1-2 coming up to hit.
Well, it comes down to this, the bottom of the ninth inning. Derek Jeter has always been about the moment, the big moment. He owns the moment. Does he have one more moment in him here at Yankee Stadium?
I mean, really, it's not about the Yankees winning, it's about Derek Jeter tonight, and they're going to see him hit one more time.
And for the Yankees, they'll start number 9, Jose Pirela. And that one's going to be underneath the glove of Flaherty for a base hit. He'll make a big turn. And Gardner up with Jeter on deck.
Well, let's see if they have Brett Gardner bunt. It would seem to be the play here.
Antoine Richardson comes off the bench as the pinch runner. Well, it's setting up for Jeter again, isn't it?
Flaherty's in on the grass expecting a bunt. Pierce holds on. Richardson at first.
Gardner's got 12 sacrifice bunts. He's now got 13.
They get him at first. Successful sacrifice. And here we go.
Could it be? Could it happen? Here's Derek Jeter with the winning run at second.
And that brings up Jeter.
I know what you're thinking. It would be true Hollywood if Jeter gets a base hit to win the game. Now that would be Hollywood.
On Broadway any better than what happens in baseball games over the course of seasons. Somehow these things just come to play. Is Jeter.
And now Derek Jeter's got a chance to win this thing on his night.
So it's Dan Bowens live at Yankee Stadium where Jeter is playing his last game.
Yeah, Derry and Steve, we're in the ninth inning here at Yankee Stadium, and the cheers and applause have been strong all evening.
Well, the script is there. The last page is in Derek's hands. Base hit to right field. Here comes Richardson. Here's the throw for Markakis. Richardson is safe. Derek Jeter ends his final game with a walk-off single.
Ball game. Yankees win. Yankees win!
Derek Jeter's last game at Yankee Stadium is a walk-off base hit.
Is that unbelievable, or is that unbelievable?
Derek Jeter, where fantasy becomes reality. Did you have any doubt?
And like we've seen Derek Jeter for 20 years, the inside-out stroke, the Jeterian single to right field.
The New York Yankees get the victory, and Derek Jeter had the game-winning hit. It is almost like this was scripted. Years, 2 decades in pinstripes, this remarkable career coming to a fantastic conclusion.
Jeter has won it, and he has won it in his final Yankee Stadium game. He captured the moment and the fans are going absolutely berserk.
And this game will live in long memory in Yankee annals, without question.
Look at the lineup of former teammates waiting to greet him.
He's going over to find his folks.
What was going through your mind as he stepped into that batter's box one last time?
Don't cry. I want to thank everyone here. I've said it time and time again. Everybody's chanting, "Thank you, Derek," and I'm thinking to myself, for what? You know, I'm just trying to do my job, so thank you guys.
And now Derek Jeter says goodbye.
Years playing for this team, but as long as there's going to be the Yankees, Derek Jeter will be never forgotten.
To the very end, a charmed baseball life.